Greetings everyone, welcome back to the Gliotours. This is round of 16. Played between, starting in the top left corner of the map as a purple Russia, it's Z46. His opponent in today's game is playing in magenta trunks as a Scorpion Cell player, it's Last. Quite interesting choice of faction. We see Dustgarden as a map of the choice for the game number 1. Our refinery coming up for Last. Z46 does exactly the same thing. He does capture both of his tech structures, the old derrick and the power plant. Last is not behind when it comes to tech structures. He captured both of his own. We'll see how this match will go. He's making actually quite a large amount of initiates. Don't forget to ally for a minor vision. Yep, I forgot again. Oh well. A little bit of scouting coming up from Last. He managed to get a spook behind the enemy lines. I don't think he spotted anything of importance, because there isn't really that much. A very quick factory at the back of the base, and Terror Drone is in production. In the meanwhile, Last decided to open up with 2 refineries, and now he's making his factory. The Terror Drone is on the field. Let's see if he'll be actually successful in getting into one of the miners. Slowly creeping. I think Initiate just spotted that. Last has moved most of his forces to defend from that sneaky attempt. Although the conscripts are now arrived on the top of his ramp. A spook just got eliminated by a terror drone. It seems for now Last is cornered, but he doesn't really worry about it that much. Oh! Important move. MCV is being moved by Z46 on top of the mixed ore and gem field. Refinery is in production, so he really wants to quickly expand to get those resources. In the meanwhile, Last is going for yet another refinery. More ghost miners in production. And apparently Z46 forgot to get into this bunker, and it cost him a terror drone. It's not really that much of a loss, but still, it happened. Refinery deployed, we have Tesla reactors on the way, additional ore miners, and now Last is moving his MCV in exactly similar manner as Z46 did. So he's gonna deploy here, probably queue up refinery immediately, there we go, and start collecting resources from this section right here. More ghost miners coming up from Last. The conscripts are now trying to take out this tech power plant. I don't think he'll be successful, but still that will be a little bit of damage. Field Bureau coming up from Z46, so you can probably expect shock troopers queued up, which is one of the best units seen in this tournament, if I have to be honest. Behind that, a radar dish, possibly attempting to base crawl to this section right here. Still a refinery in production for Last, who is force firing his initiates for some reason. Interesting choice of a structure. We have a fake Pandora hub. I'm not sure if it's going to work in any way. We see Tigers and Shock Troopers coming up to the middle section of the map, possibly trying to actually harass the economy. Conscripts clashes with the Initiates. A little bit of losses on both of the sides. Gatling cannons being deployed on the top of the hill. Z46 is planning to take control over this ore field. or claim what miners may be in this area. Now the real Pandora Hub is deployed. Behind that barracks, yet another Gatling cannon. Nuclear reactor coming up for Z46. And continues to base scroll towards this section of the map. He may also be able to actually pick up this power plant with just conscripts. There's a task force sent to defend this, but he won't be that... He won't be there in time. The initiate just go down. And the power plant is about to be eliminated. There we go. In the meanwhile, we have a stalemate between both of the factions in front of Scorpion Cell player ramp. More and more Tigers and Shock Troopers are being deployed. And Z46 actually being really good with the money spending. He has 7k, but he continues the production. Well, as I say that, he stopped making Shock Troopers. A little bit of engagement here. We have the bunker deployed, possibly to soak the shots, but that won't do that much of a job. Most of the forces move over here. I think he actually knows that this is a fake one. Also, a massive line of barracks are being deployed. Just to get to this section right here. We also see Epsilon Adepts on the field. This could help out because we've seen in the game between VCape and 2APY that those adepts actually really quite useful in matchup against the Russia players. But will it be sufficient enough? Palace is now deployed for Z46. He's also breaking out the rocks to get to this derrick right here. Gatling tanks are being deployed by the Scorpion Cell player, which are now on the move. I don't think he will do much with that. Another MCV on the field, Drakov is being deployed. And those Gatling tanks, badly wounded, now escape the engagement. Raider Spire coming up for the Scorpion Cell player. In the meanwhile, Iron Curtain coming up for the Russian player. Volkov is now out on the field, so is the Chitskoy. Stalin Fist also deployed on the field. And miners are now spraying around in all directions. Interesting choice, he actually decided to deploy his secondary MCV over here to get both the expansion and a place to deploy the Iron Curtain. He's also moving further away, possibly to this location. More fortifications are being built, the hammer defense here on the front line. Those Gatling tanks are here for whatever reason. But they're gonna be quickly picked off by the Tesla cruiser located right here. Last continues making, well, stopped making infantry, but that's quite a lot of barracks. I do think Volkov may not survive this engagement. A lot of infantry clashing in right now. Those adepts slowly picking up forces one by one. The Drakov doing a really good job at recapturing the forces. But Z46 is forced to back off from this engagement. In the meanwhile, it seems that Last managed to mine all of his resources over here, so now only this open resource field over here is his only available one. But he is going to pick up this MCV. And I don't think Z46 actually notices that. Oh. Okay. A slight lag. Thankfully we're back. Last is floating 16k. What's in production? Cloning VATs for last. Our refinery coming up for Z46. This MCV is going to die to 3 Gatling tanks. Why? I have several questions. One of them being, why is his rally points from this war factor over here and not from the Stalin's Fist? It seems that Z46 managed to realize that Last is mining only from this gem field. The forces are currently moving there right now. And this task force should be even able to actually contest the ramp and maybe even take it. This miner is about to go down. Those two miners are about to go down. Scourges are out on the field for the Scorpion Cell player. Couple of Epsilon adepts trying to strike from behind. Immediately eliminated. The cloning vats are out on the field. Infiltrators coming up. I'd expect to see a couple of viruses just to try to combat this. No structure production coming up from Z46. Tesla cruisers are on the field. No infantry production either. It seems we're heading towards the final combat of the game. The Iron Curtain is now activated. It manages to affect only 4 units, but it is sufficient enough to push slightly further into the defensive line of the Scorpion Cell player. And he uses that opportunity to actually go over here and maybe pick up the MCV. Chitsko doing fantastic job, but he's now fallen to the Scourges. Volkov slowly trying to chip away, but the Plague Splatters are taking him out. It seems that Z46 may actually lose all of his forces in the defense. Well, that's I think I have missed an infiltration. Yep, I do hear Driller and I see a lot of veteran infantry. This game is actually turning into a really good spot for Last, who is now going forward with his attack force. Chitsko is now being rebuilt. Volkov is out on the field already. We got the power infiltration, it seems, and I think it was actually nuclear reactor that got infiltrated. The power is out for 2 whole minutes. This could be a really good spot for Last to engage this combat. The Plague Splatters are applying debuff to all of those Tesla cruisers. Glow-tick trap is also deployed. Chitsko is being stopped at his trucks. Nope. He did claim a couple of units, but that's not gonna be enough. Plague Strike coming up, but oh no, he's walking into his own attack. All of the infantry is going down. A good desolator deploy coming up from Z46, trying to weaken all of those units. Will he be able to actually defend from this attack? I think he will. All those Tesla cruisers can just easily push through and eliminate the Plague Splatters. Although Last has some forces behind that. He has additional Epsilon adepts. So Z46 is supposed to fall back. Iron Curtain being deployed on the miners. That's gonna go down quickly. Z46 found himself in a really bad spot. The Malware deploy is right now on the field. Right here. It took a couple of hits from Hammer defense, however. The nuclear reactor with the converter add-on just got destroyed. That X-axis is eliminated to tier 2. He still has power, however. And it seems Last is still pushing through. He's capturing all of the units that are on the field. Another guard deployed, but that won't help him at all. Yet another Volkov dies, quick death to the mixed combination of captured Tesla cruisers and Plague Splatters. Foxtrots are out in the field. Tier 3 destroyed for Z46. The Stalin Fist is following it right now. Armor Curtain activated on singular Tesla Cruiser and a Dracu. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. Industrial plant is gone. And Z46 claims GG. Last takes the game number 1 of this series. That was actually quite interesting back and forth. At one point I thought that Z46 with that engagement to the ramp, to the MCV of last, actually had the game. But it takes a couple of adepts to turn the game upside down. We're gonna move on to the game number 2.